every single person in this is the dumbest human being I've ever met in my life. Myself included. I'm the king clown, apparently, because I've allowed Noah on stream. I promoted him to you after all that.
You son of a bitch.
Bad.
Like, the whole context is that you were covering for him. Not that you're like, oh, I'm a clown for having supported him now, knowing all of this. He's like, no, you already knew enough. What are you talking about? Yeah, someone just said in chat, you're a fucking accomplice, my good man. Like, what are you talking about?
Some clown makeup on this one. Get your fucking oil paints ready. Get your big old bushy red wigs. We're going to clown school. We're all clowns in this circus. All of us, no exceptions. There is no one free of sin in this church of clowns.
Oh, actually, guys, we're all wearing the clown makeup today. We're all wearing the clown makeup today. If you think about it, like, aren't we all kind of stupid in this? No! Some people have been gunning for this fucking guy's neck. Other people have been trying to cover up, cozy up to him, working with him behind the scenes, okay? No, not everyone is wearing the fucking clown makeup.
So on Twitter, I owe EFAP an apology because that was justified.
Jay Wang makes super chat.
We're often justified, my good man. You wouldn't know.
I appreciate your understanding.
It's understanding that makes it possible for people like us to tolerate a person like yourself. Thank you. Don't mention it.
Mauler.
Yes.
OtterlyNoah. The Saga of OtterlyNoah, which most people probably haven't heard of in this chat. Maybe you have. You know, I don't know. You did 2 EFAPs on it that were hilarious.
Well, it is a hilarious circumstance. Obviously, the main people that would have been negatively affected, I think they're all good. So it is just funny at this point, hopefully. Then again, there's still people who have their stuff stolen, you know. But even them, they've probably got like what an insane circumstance, the entire story, and it just kept getting more and more insane. Like, you got the final pieces of that story, presumably, right? Or it's essentially wrapped up now, I think. I don't know. What do you what do you want to say about it?
If you could cliff note it, it's a story with a beginning, middle, and end, and and it's got a great point to it at the end. A really good little stamp at the end.
Well, it's just it's just several channels that spend a lot of time responding to different videos about grifters, all these horrible grifters saying, this movie's bad, this thing is happening in Hollywood, and if you check some of them out, they're kind of wacky, kind of silly, kind of you might even say ridiculous, and you stumble across sometimes where you're like, wow, that's awfully similar. It feels like something else that's been seen or done in the past, and apparently this is starting to happen in other areas, not just the anti-them and pro-us crowd of any given,
anti-them and pro-us.
It came up in like the drama community, commentary community sort of stuff. This guy, we noticed, and then some people started to dig in, and they found that he was like, so the idea is he'll watch videos, he likes them, he'll take them, download them, mute them, put them into his timeline, chop them so he has their visuals, and then he'll take the scripts, change a few words, read them out, and be like, yeah, there's my video for the week. Nailed it, which you should probably know is not something you should do. It's very bad practice. And so this happens, and he gets hit for it on a bunch of streams where he basically just comes out and admits that he's done all of this because the evidence is damning. It's really hard to escape. You have just the side-by-side comparisons. And, he somehow was still going 2 months later, just carrying on. And so we were like, how the fuck did that even happen? And you look back, and loads of people in his sort of area ran a lot of cover, like, hey, he's doing great, he's working on it, it was a citation issue, he's having some trouble. Yes, there are eerie similarities, but it's he needed some university education. He hadn't gotten university education about plagiarism and copyright or different. He was making some mistakes, he was ignorant, he didn't know what he was doing. Just to be clear, watch his video, downloads video, moves it into timeline, mutes it, grabs the script for the video, puts it into his own word processor, changes words, reads it out, puts it into the timeline. He did all that without realizing that was stealing people's work.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, man, it's just like so
I ain't doing that.
It happens to the best of people never. Anyway, so like you move on, and you're like, oh well, and so we were covering that whole event because we were like 2 months out of it the time. We missed it, but we got shit tons of things we're doing. So we're just like, oh my god, this happened. Checking out some of the debates or whatever. And while we're streaming, it is discovered that a video that was very critical of him is under threat of a copyright strike for using the PNG of his avatar. And it was like, you are joking. But it was threatened by an account that wasn't him. And it turns out it was the artist that made that original PNG. And it was like, oh. And so the first thought you have is like, hey, Noah, do you mind talking to the artist and telling them they shouldn't be doing this? Because he made it clear immediately, hey, it's not me. I'm not the one who's doing it. It's them. You're like, yeah, just so can you talk to her? And it's like, you know what? I'll look into that. I'm gonna try and see if I can talk to her 100%. I think she may be confused. She may not know how copyright works. She may have just made a mistake here. I'll talk to her. And then some of the friends of his are like, I'll try and talk to her too. And he's like, no, I'll talk to her. No need for you to say anything to her. Don't bother. It's like, well, I got a contact. I sent a message. He's like, hey, whoa, don't harass her. Okay, leave her alone. She doesn't want to speak to anybody. It's this DM exchange where one of his friends is like, hey, dude, she's saying that you told her to do it. And he's like, don't speak to her. Like, don't talk to her at all.
Don't get the facts. Don't find out what's going on. Come on.
On the reverse side, she released the DMs that she had with him, and it basically starts with him saying, hey, so there's this video that's using your artwork, and it's racist. And you wouldn't want your work connected to something racist, would you? And then she was like, oh no, what do I do? And he's like, well, you can take it down for copyright if you just follow these simple steps. It gets better. She at one point is like, like, if I did it right, it's all great. Oh, I hate the fact that people could just do this. And he was like, yeah, it's great, you've done it all correctly, good stuff. Also, like, if anyone tries to contact you, just don't talk to them.
Sure.
Just don't do it. Don't talk to him. So, what we learn ultimately is that he coaxed his artist to take the video down for copyright. He told everyone not to speak to her, and he told her not to speak to anybody, so that he could then publicly say, "Oh my god, I can't believe she did that. That's awful. It's the first time I'm hearing about all of this. That's terrible. Oh, I wish we could stop her."
Oh, wow. So, and this video was Kinoflex Reviews?
No, that was the video was from Callisto.
Sorry, Callisto.
The interesting detail I should bring up is he wanted her to take the video down, and he twice in different debates says that's what happened, because he doesn't realize that she hit it for its thumbnail, which meant the warning, if you change the thumbnail, the video doesn't go down. The confusion everyone had, though, was the PNG turns up in the video loads. It's like, why would you want to take it down for the thumbnail PNG, if you know what I mean, but not what's in the video, if your problem is having the PNG in the video at all? So it turns out she filed it like wrong. He wanted her to file it for the whole video to take it all down, and he assumed she did. So it's like this. There's some fascinating tells with how much he's lying throughout the whole thing, and you get to pick it all up when you sort of know all of the facts of the whole situation. But yeah, no, I've said on a couple of streams, it's like you just rarely come across this kind of evil. Like, he framed the shit out of her in an attempt to take down a video he admitted he didn't like because it was critical of him.
Critical in the sense that it said that this is the video that said he was plagiarizing, right?
Well, its first section counted his arguments because he'd gone after like, you guys, Drinker, different people, and the guy explored the arguments basically, and he did it. He admitted he did it in a way that was like, okay, so I think I agree with like this portion or this element, but I disagree broadly with this, or you're not representing this person fairly because they have these credentials or they've shown this, and you went through it pretty like in a very unbiased way, you'd say. And then there was a section on the plagiarism which basically stacks all of the arguments that have been found. And so I think it was one of those times where it's just like, I got to get rid of this video. And the coverage we had ended with a clip where someone asks him, have you ever heard of the Streisand effect? And there's this pause, and then he goes, what's that?
Oh,
like, well,
welcome to it.
pretty much, had he not done any of this, he would not only still have a career, but I think less people would have seen that video. So,
yep. Just to sum it all up, it's a guy who calls us grifters, plagiarized a video,
multiple
videos that call us grifters. So it's a
he plagiarizes the people he likes, and he copyright takes down the people he doesn't.
He doesn't like. Within the video, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Mauler. Within the video, he accuses us of comparing notes and proving things.
Yeah, we have meetings to discuss what clips we're allowed to use.
But we find out that he is highly collaborative with all the people who are calling us grifters.
Well, yeah, there's just behind the scenes shit about how to approach the scenario to, you know, make it seem a little bit less terrible than it is. Because there's the other one, the Gramuglia, which he like at first, you know, says, "Oh, you made a mistake. He needs university education. I'm supporting my friend because he's in dire need. He didn't know. Even though on stream when he was first reacting, he was like, "Yeah, there's no way this is unintentional." He definitely did. The story with him just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. And then 2 months later, the copyright hits, and he immediately tortures him. He's like, "Oh, what a fucking thieving little scumbag! Fuck, I hate him. I always did." You know, that sort of thing. And you're like, wait a minute. But no, he sold it as like, "Ah, I was too kind. I was too friendly. I was too supportive. I was tricked. I was too trusting." And then Noah got upset that he was saying all this shit. 'Cause he was like, that's not the relationship we had at all. And so he dumped the DMs, and there's this little thread where he's advising him, make sure, you know, you recognize, you highlight that you've been accused of plagiarism, but then move into talking about how it's a citation thing.
Sure.
Huh.
So the guy who was like, I saw the issue, I was trying to support him, he misunderstood. He's like, he was the one coaching that's the way to handle the situation, which I said on the stream and I stand by it. That is a solid strategy if you are evil. Like it's not too bad. That's probably the best you can do, right? If you're caught stealing, you should probably pivot to, man, next time I'll get those names in the description. It was my mistake not to have them there. It's just like that wasn't the issue, but I guess if you keep saying it, I guess you can, reality is whatever you'd say it is. Whatever Thanos' fucking quote was. It's something like that.
Reality is often disappointing. That is, it was. Now, reality can be whatever I want.
Projection, folks. It's always projection. The thief always thinks somebody else is stealing. Just happens every time.
Yes.
Or the liar always the liar thinks everyone is like him.
Yes.
So, you know, we've experienced this quite a bit. Make your little videos about us. I don't care. It was very nice that in that video that it was kind of really well done. The one you were that were you know, countering our arguments, telling them what we said and what we didn't say. OtterlyNoah like either just misinterprets things on purpose or is just fucking dumb, and would go on with arguments about stuff that Drinker never said, but he said Drinker said it. That was and went on for a long time in the video, like completely either misunderstanding or being disingenuous. In those videos, which is fine. You can make yourself look stupid all day long. That's cool. But it was something else to behold. I had my popcorn out. I was watching it, and they are tearing each other apart right now. Or OtterlyNoah. They're tearing him apart right now. You think he's got a future?
There's, you know, like if someone had said, does Matt Jobbo have a future after the Boulder stream? And if you said no, would you have been correct? And it's like, well, yeah, kind of, you know?
Yes.
But he's still here and he's still doing things. It's like, yeah, but there's no career there. And I think that's probably Noah's future, I'd assume.
Okay.
Get your fucking oil paints ready. Get your big old bushy red wigs. We're going to clown school.